Welcome to Buckman's Model Mania. Today we're going to be working on stages 23 through probably 25 on the ET. The most recent shipment came with 23 through or 21 through 26. 26 has servo motors and is only half complete when you finish 26, so I'm not going to be putting that together until it's on its own video and I've got the next parts. So we've got the pieces out. We've got two screws. We've got this brace section, very similar to the one from stage 22. Not sure what this is. Might be his butt does stick out a little bit. And this is the front, this is the back, so this might be his butt or the structure for his butt. Let's get the book open. And no, I'm not going to go there. I whine about this stuff enough. I'm not going to go there. Okay, so we got two PTPB screws, which means we saw in the last video, that they're a little bit longer than the PTP screws. We've got the abdomen structural joint. Oh, these are cable guides. Must be some serious cables going through there. Okay. So again, like in stage 22, sorry, I was going to say 23. The slanted part here goes to the outside. These just push in here like that. Both of them in there, and that is that with those pieces. And what we do is we take this part, and again, like in stage 22, we're going to have to squeeze them in where this is already pushed together, where it's already too tight for it to really fit easily. You've got to squeeze a little bit. We got a socket there for, I'm about to put it on, for that split pin there. Interesting that they did the split pins to me because, well, these ones are okay, but the split pins earlier I mentioned in the last video looked like they were upside down from what they, to me, what they should have been for actual ease of construction. Fortunately, this is very robust plastic because it takes a little bit of pushing to get it to split apart so you can put the parts where they need to be. Double check. I think that's lined up. We'll find out when we try to put a screw in there. Okay, so we'll put the first one in here. Yep, it's lined up. Tighten it completely down when we get the other one. Okay, that one's tight. That, my friends, is why they have the little windows. I don't know. I doubt the camera is going to pick up on it. There you can see on that side the screws in there. Same on there. You can barely see it, but the screw threads are through there. Interestingly, right now this will shift. I can see there are two more lugs on either side. This one feels a little bit loose. There are two more lugs on each side of the parts. So something will be locking them in place. That's all there is to do in stage 23. Let's go ahead and bring over stage 24. Stage 24 has more PTP and PTB screws, PTPB screws, and the abdomen side frame. So let's go ahead and get these out. The B screws, there are 4 of them. The regular ones, there are only 2, so It's easy to distinguish them. So this abdomen side frame goes on here like this, and I'm looking, does it have, it's got it going on to the right side, or as I'm facing it, the right side, which I believe will be his left side. You've got those posts right there, lugs, whatever you want to call them, 2 here. So you have a total of 6 spots where this is going to line up. Let me see, am I putting this on upside wrong? I am putting it on upside down. Hang on. Oh, no, I've got it backwards. I'm trying to put it on smooth side in. It's actually smooth side out. That should line everything up, hopefully. Okay, so the bottom lugs are on there. Side view, it's showing. I just want to see which screws go on the bottom, because the bottom screws I can already get in. Once the bottom screws are in, I'll work the side screws in, or the upper screws in. So this one will go in here like this. Same with this one, and I'm not going to tighten these all the way down. I'll show you where they are right now. Right here, those are the 2 screws I put in. The reason I'm not going to put them in all the way right now is I need to line up the lugs and the screw holes on the upper portion. And I did not realize until just now, these actually slant in. That's why I wasn't getting them in, because I was trying to put them straight in. So now that those are in place, we'll put these 4 screws in and lock everything together. And we'll go back and tighten everything down. So there's 1, 2, 3, and number 4. So now we'll go back and tighten all the screws. Okay, that one's good. And by the way, you can see there's all 6 screws in the holes. There's 2. I'm going to go up to the top screws next. 3. This is a little bit, to my mind, this might be a little bit of over engineering, because you have on these 2 little pieces. Right now there's a total of 6 screws, and there's 6 screws holding this side part on. A little bit of over engineering, but not a bad thing. Should a screw come loose, get lost, you still have the actual structural support. Double check the windows. The screws can all be seen through the windows. That is all there is to do in stage 24. And I would hazard a guess, haven't really looked, I would hazard a guess that stage 25 will be the other side. And by hazarding that guess, I was right. So we will just zip through this. I might rattle my might rattle my gums, might just be quiet while I'm putting in these screws, but it's all the exact same thing we just did. And since I do the full build on the videos, there's no pause, no fast forward. Just, well, two things. I do the full build on the videos. I also don't edit. So what you see is what you get. What you see is what I did. You saw I just dropped that right there. So since everything is in place, I'm going to go ahead and lock these screws completely down while I'm doing this. Now I'm going to do the two down here first. I'm going to get them all the way locked in before going to the other four. Okay. So there's those two. Let me just double check. Always, I don't always read the instructions. Everybody that knows me knows I look at pictures and push on with pride. Yeah, it just has you do all 6 screws. You know, I look at the pictures until I get stuck, then I go back and read, and sometimes I find out I did something wrong. Usually it's relatively easy to just go ahead and shoot through by looking at the pictures. The only exception to that in Partworks right now that I have going on is the Disney dollhouse. Sometimes, especially because it's in French, it's not that easy to just glance over and read the verbiage. But so the Disney dollhouse, I always have the tablet handy, and I do look at the instructions first, make sure I understand what's going to happen, read through them, and then do the video. Okay, and last screw feels like one or two of them might be a little bit loose. So let's go back and make sure all the screws are tight. Yeah, this one was a little bit loose. Again, over-engineered. Don't think it's going to matter that if one or two screws is a little bit loose, but it's always better to make sure that everything is locked in all the way. That one's a little bit loose, and that one's a little bit loose. Okay, and the rest of the screws, just for giggles, let me verify on these 4. And now that I've got a completed structure, I'm making sure everything's tight. Okay, so that, my friends, is all there is to do in stage 25. Or no, was it 25? Yes, stage 25. And let me see, because I have it right here. I have the box right next to me. So this, I believe, should fit on here. Just like that. Kind of gives you a sense of what his scale is going to be. And actually, I was incorrect. This is not part of this, but this is down inside the structure of E.T. But this is where he's at this point. Not counting his head and neck. I'm sure there's more that goes on here, so it will soon be that I have to build him like this rather than standing up, because otherwise he's going to hit the camera. Thank you for stopping by. Hope you're enjoying this build. I'm actually very pleased with how E.T. is coming along. I'm very, very happy. It is one of the better builds I've ever done. Very well engineered. Hit the like button, subscribe, and leave a comment. I love to read comments, and I love to respond to comments. Hit the bell icon to be notified of any time I post new videos. Take care of yourselves. Take care of each other. Have a great day. Have a great day tomorrow. And I will see you in the next video.